boy Ghost here, and I am hosting right now a Twitter Spaces about a whole bunch of different things. But one of the things I want to discuss this evening is changes that are going to be happening to True Capitalist Radio and the Go Show. Now, before I get into those changes on what's going to happen to the True Capitalist Radio and the Go Show, I'd like for everybody who's listening in right now, if you want to chat with me, the chat room is open on my website. Go ahead and type in your browser right now, ghost.report. All right, ghost.report if you want to chat with me. And, of course, if you'd like to send me something on buymeacoffee.com/ghostpolitics, I will also acknowledge it as well. All right? So what we're doing here is we are waiting for everybody to go ahead and attend this live little X Spaces, and then I'm going to discuss the changes that are going to be happening to the True Capitalist Radio Show and the Go Show, by the way. And also, folks, later on in this X Spaces, I'd also like to discuss the recent death of DarkrazorZ, an OG TCR Clipper, and I want to discuss that as well. But we're waiting for everybody to go ahead and attend right now. I want to say thank you for everybody attending. Let me just go ahead and give everybody a couple of minutes. If you'd like to chat with me, go ahead and hook us up right now. It's a free chat if you want to chat. Go to my website right now, ghost.report. All right, you don't have to log in or anything. You can go ahead and chat anonymously. And, of course, if you want to tell me something a little more personal, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/ghostpolitics. All right. Now, I could see right now everybody's throwing me the thumbs down out here on the Twitter Spaces, which I really don't appreciate because it's a bunch of troll terrorists, cyber vermin scumbags. But I do want to say this, all right? I do want to say that there are going to be changes going on in the True Capitalist Radio and the Go Show. Now, for all those that don't know, I recently had a 14-hour Go Show, believe it or not. And, look, the first 6 hours, obviously, I was in a love-hate relationship with the audience. I mean, if you listen to that last show, the first 6 hours is, I fucking hate you, that kind of crap. But then the latter part, after the 6 hours, I got a little alcohol in me, I got a little intoxicants in me, and it got a little looser, and I have to admit, it wasn't bad. Okay, I have to admit it wasn't bad. So I know I said that the last Go Show was probably going to be the last. It isn't. Now, as I was listening to this 14-hour Go Show, I was trying to figure out what it is, what I need to do in order to make this Go Show a little bit shorter. All right? Because, old Ghost over here cannot do 10 fucking hour shows. And by the way, look, I'm already getting talk trash to over here on the Ghost.report chat room. By the way, if you're listening right now, and if you want to chat with me right now, Ghost.report is the free website. And, of course, if you want to tell me something a little bit more instant and personal, buymeacoffee.com/ghostpolitics. But let me explain what I'm thinking about, all right? As I was watching this 14-hour Go Show that I just did, I was trying to figure out what exactly can I do to shorten the time. And I think, and I'd like for everybody's insight on this, maybe if I got rid of the text-to-speech, all right? Now, I'm not going to get rid of the buymeacoffee.com/ghostpolitics. I'm not going to get rid of the Rumble rants. But I think what I'm going to do is take out the text-to-speech. And let me explain why. First and foremost, all right, most of the text-to-speeches are fucking unbelievably retarded. No offense. I appreciate, everybody's, contribution. But by God, how many times can we hear www and zzz? I mean, the amount of text-to-speeches that happen prolong the show, especially on the Go Show. It prolongs the show. And look, most of the folks, all right, most of the folks out here that want to listen, they actually want to listen to the actual commentary of Old Ghost, the videos, and any other, any other rambunctious things that we used to do, like the Dateline and other kinds of bits. It ruins it completely. And look at the people in the chat room are like, boo, I like random racism. You see, that's another reason why I'm getting rid of look, this is just a trial thing, all right? But this is on both shows. We got to get rid of text-to-speech. And a big reason why I was once upon a time monetized on YouTube and then got demonetized was not anything I was saying. It was everything that was going off on text-to-speech. And look, I'll be honest with you. I am looking at the streaming community, the streaming business at this point in time, and many people are starting to pull away from the text-to-speech. They're starting to pull away from it. And I get it. But look, it doesn't mean that we're not going to continue to do videos on the Go Show. As a matter of fact, I think it'll free flow the show a little bit better, if you want my opinion. I think that we could actually do some actual fun shows. I don't have to be prolonging radio graffiti because I'm doing videos, and as a result, I got to stop the videos, listen to a text-to-speech, listen to some racist, retarded sentence fragment, or listen to ZZZWWW, whatever the hell, and I'm tired of it, or I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But anyway, folks, that is the news when it comes to True Capitalist Radio and the Ghost Show. Now, some people that are in the Ghost.report chat, by the way, if you're listening, you can go to my chat room right now, Ghost.report. Many people are having mixed reviews about this. Some people are like, I want it. I want text-to-speech racism. I want this. I want that. Yeah, let me explain something to you, man, all right? This is what got me demonetized from YouTube. All right? And if you want my personal opinion, I think that if we eliminated the text-to-speech and just put a point of emphasis on, like I said, buy me a coffees and Rumble Rants, because this way, whatever soliloquy I'm on, whatever bit that I'm on, I can just focus on that. All right, if it's radio graffiti, we'll have longer radio graffitis. We don't have to be fucking interrupted by text-to-speeches and Z and all this other crap. All right? Look, you assholes in the chat room over there at Ghost.report, my racism did not get me banned, you fucking idiot. I'm not racist, first and foremost. All right? I am a melting pot of friendship, and everybody out there knows it. I've been a fucking melting pot of friendship on this goddamn internet for 16 going on 17 years. All right? So don't give me this shit that it was my race. I'm not racist. Fucking jerk-offs. I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be black, all right? I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be Hispanics, all right? I happen to have a whole bunch of friends that happen to be WAP, muck, shovel, and mix, camel jockeys, wiener schnitzels, kangaroo bangers, Orient. I mean, I'm a fucking melting pot of friendship, you piece of shit. So don't even go there. Don't even fucking go there. But look, that's not what got me demonetized from YouTube. It was the text-to-speeches, and I'm telling you right now, we got to just get rid of it. There's so many reasons why we have to get rid of it. And yeah, but thank you, Cornbread Man, in the chat room. Another thing, the audio files that some of you people donate in that text-to-speech are just disgusting, all right? They're just fucking disgusting. It's a lot of AI crap of shit that I never said, that I never fucking said. All right, so that's pretty much the 411 on what I am going to do with the show at this point in time. And that's both shows. That's True Capitalist Radio and The Ghost Show. All right? So, look, you could continue to do Rumble Rants. You can continue to do Buy Me a Coffee. But by God, I'm just going to take a break from the text-to-speech to see if we could get the free flow of the damn show going a little faster, for heaven's sake, all right? And, dude, all you people that are in the Ghost.report chat, dude, go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? How about some positivity here? You idiots always refer to me as some shekel goblin or some crap because I have text-to-speech. You morons are always talking crap about, oh, you know what, you should turn off the text-to-speech. You should turn it off. And here I am. I'm telling you all, I'm getting rid of it. We're only going to have Buy Me a Coffee and Rumble Rants. And look at you people. You're still talking crap. Look at you people. You're never fucking happy. All right? Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, folks, that's what I'm going to do with the True Capitalist Radio and the Ghost Show. I think it would be the best. All right, we're still doing Buy Me a Coffees. We're still doing Rumble Rants. But the text-to-speeches, the whole damn streaming business, in my opinion, is moving away from that. All right? What is this? First Luther's, now text-to-speech. What the fuck does that mean in the chat room, you piece of shit? Jesus Christ. You see what I have to put up with on top of that? But anyway, that's what I think I'm going to go down. And by the way, I got to do more True Capitalist radios. The only way to do that is if we shorten the Ghost Show. So I think, if you want my opinion, if we just eliminate the text-to-speech, we still have Buy Me a Coffees, we still have Rumble Rants, there's still interactivity, but it isn't, going to be what it is and what it used to be. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. And, you people that are in Ghost.report chat, fuck you, dude. All right? Where's a little bit of positivity? And I'm not talking about HIV positivity, you jerk off. All right? I mean, goddamn, that's why I wanted to have a Twitter Spaces, because it's a little bit more of an intimate setting for me to try to get across my idea of what I'm going to do to the damn show. And hold on, somebody claiming to be Mark Vaughn just hooked it up with a buymeacoffee.com/ghostpolitics. And, of course, it's a fake Mark Vaughn who just, what, www. Fuck you. Don't start that shit on, do not start that shit on goddamn Buy Me a Coffee. Please do not, all right? Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, if you're just tuning in right now on this Twitter Spaces, X Spaces, whatever you want to call it, I have made the announcement that I am getting rid of text-to-speech on both shows. All right, we're going to keep Buy Me a Coffee. We're going to keep Rumble Rants. But I think that it will cut down in the time of the show, and it'll help the show free flow. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why. As I stated earlier, even though these numbnuts in the Ghost Dot Report chat are flapping their fat Cheeto-stained fingers on the keyboard, talking a bunch of nonsense, all right, I got demonetized from YouTube because of text-to-speech. Nothing that I said, text-to-speech, all right? So that's what I'm doing, all right? And look, all these people in the chat room over here at Ghost Dot Report, go fuck yourself, all right? Seriously, man, I'm trying to make an announcement here to show you that I'm making a fucking effort here, all right? I'm making an effort in order, I mean, all you pricks have always said, hey, go turn off the donut, turn off the text-to-speech, turn on, and here I'm doing it, and you fucking idiots are all complaining. Jesus Christ, you know, you people are ruining my Sunday NFL football, for Christ's sake. All right, by the way, great weekend of football. All right, great weekend of football. I mean, did y'all see that Georgia-Alabama game? I called that. You should have been in the inner circle. So somebody attempted to try to make a bet with me saying that the Georgia Bulldogs were going to win. And I told them, look, I watch these games like the back of my hand. And I said, look, this guy Beck, who's the quarterback for the Georgia Bulldogs, he's going to throw 2 picks. It's going to be a close game, but Alabama's going to pull it off. And by God, it certainly did. And look, I'm not telling you people my bets anymore. Every time I tell my bets on this, whether it's this broadcast, whether it's a Twitter space, it doesn't matter. It always fucks up. Your fucking meme magic, your weaponized autism, focusing your concentration on hexing me, it always fucks it up. So that I'm not telling you who I'm betting on anymore. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not doing that shit. You people ruin my bets, for Christ's sake. And all you people that are saying I have a gambling problem, I don't have a gambling problem. I never lose. I only lose when I say my fucking bets to you pricks. That's when I lose. Jesus Christ, man. All right, Jesus Christ. Look, people are talking shit about my website. You say you're a businessman, yet you can't afford a web developer? Hey, all right, I'll pay a Bitchute on Fiverr, all right, later, all right? This fucking website fulfills its fucking duty, all right? Sit there and shut up. Jesus Christ. See, people, look at this. These people are the Martha Stewarts of fucking web design all of a sudden in the goddamn Ghost Dot Report chat room. Go fuck yourself, all right? Go suck Snoop Dogg's fucking pecker shaft, you fucking piece of shit. Jesus fucking Christ. Look, I'm coming in here trying to tell everybody that I'm taking the damn show in a new direction. And all I'm getting is crap. All I'm getting is shit on. I mean, you people called me a shekel goblin because I keep the damn text-to-speech on. What the hell's your problem? Jesus Christ. Oh, dude, look at, we've got somebody named Matt hooked it up with a, by the way, whoever Matt is, cheers to you for becoming a True Capitalist Radio member. And by the way, True Capitalist Radio members, your first card goes out Monday. All right. I'm giving a card a month to every month to the member of the True Capitalist Radio member chat. All right. We've got the second one printing out. It's going to be awesome. All right. So cheers to Matt, man. Thank you very much. And welcome. I will be in the TCR chat after this X Spaces. All right. So FYI. And we've got somebody who hooked it up with a Buy Me a Coffee. Fuck you was the name, and said, you got banned from YouTube because you played Gwar video, you baguette. That's not why I got banned, you idiot, all right? Don't tell me why I got banned. I know why I got banned. I got banned because of the damn text-to-speeches and your fucking racist, stupid jokes that you fucking people continue to fucking play on there. That's why. All right? That's why I'm going to remove text-to-speech from both shows. All right, we're just going to have Buy Me a Coffee. We're just having Rumble Rants, and that should not only rectify that problem, but it'll actually make the damn show free flow even better. So when I'm doing a bit, when I'm doing Dateline or some fucking radio graffiti, I'm not interrupted by you fucking stupid assholes with text-to-speech, all right? But, hey, take a look at the damn Ghost Dot Report chat room. They're pissing and moaning about it, for Christ's sake. Take a look at this. Look at this. AIDS Burger Energy. Fuck you with your fucking AIDS Burger, you fucking jerk off, all right? Fuck you with your fucking AIDS burger. Anyway, folks. Oh, look, we got another Buy Me a Coffee from who? Fuck you. You're a sloppy burnout drunk. I'm not. Fuck you, dude. What are you talking about? I'm not a drunk. I'm not a fucking drunk, you stupid fucking milky liquor. All right, I'm just a connoisseur of alcohol. That's it, all right? I mean, I drink the best of the best. And if I don't have the best of the best alcohol, I ain't drinking. So don't call me an alcoholic, you piece of shit. I'm a connoisseur. Anyway, folks, let's just, once again, if you're just tuning in, I am getting rid of text-to-speech on the Ghost Show at True Capitalist Radio. All right? So just letting everybody know, even though everybody on the Ghost.report chat right now is talking mad shit about me for some reason about it, you people were calling me a goddamn shekel goblin, even though I use yarmulkes for coffee filters. All right? So give me a fucking break. I mean, that would make more time, more room for radio graffiti. Why are you fucking people, why are y'all talking shit? All right, anyway, now that we got that out of the way, because I want to hurry up and do what I got to do here on this Twitter Spaces so I could go watch some football, all right? And hold on, we got some more buy me a coffees here. We got Froppy. The cards are cheap, Chinese generated. Get that tard-free card out of here. Well, fuck you, Froppy, all right? How about fuck you and your goddamn little fucking robot that you're building, you stupid fucking weirdo? All right? You're never going on BattleBots, you little prick. All right? It's a pipe dream. Hey, Ghost, look, I'm building a robot so I can go on BattleBots, and I'm going to call it the Albinator. You fuck it ain't never going to happen. All right, Froppy? It's never going to happen. So get back to McDonald's and ask whether they like fries with that. All right? And maybe in a couple of years you'll be team leader, you fucking piece of shit. Jesus. Oh, look, here's another buy me a coffee. Jack is okay. Look, W. Is this what we're going to do now? We're going to have nothing but W's and shit? You're going to fucking apply what you idiots did on text-to-speech to buy me a coffee now? That's fucking great. Yeah, that's fucking great. All right, look. Once again, no text-to-speech on Go Show and on the True Capitalist Radio Show. All right? Only goddamn buy me a coffee. Only Rumble rants from now on. That should free flow the show a little more and save me some goddamn time. Sorry if I sound a little agitated when saying that, but, you know, old man over here doesn't like doing fucking 8 to 10 hour shows, for Christ's sake. Anyway, yeah, real funny, Jack is okay. You're real funny. Real fucking fun. Dude, what the hell's... Hey, we got Duke Orville. Cheers to Duke Orville with a $25 buy me a coffee, and he said Hezbollah is running out of helicopters. Yeah, I saw that today, baby. All right, as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a True Capitalist Radio talking about all this tomorrow. All right, that's another announcement I need to make. True Capitalist Radio tomorrow. Go Show on Tuesday. And for whatever reason, you people piss me off on Monday and my voice is all fucked up or something. Wednesday at the latest. All right? Because I'll be honest with you, I did enjoy the Go Show at the last... You know, once I started drinking, all right, I get it. I should start drinking and do all that shit at first. But look, I can't do 10-hour shows if I'm going to be drinking. I can't do it, all right? I can do 6, maybe 7 hours drinking, but I can't do 10, 12. I can't do that shit, man. But, hey, cheers to Duke Orville hooking up with a 25, man. Cheers to you. And I'll speak to you once I get done with this X Spaces in the True Capitalist Radio member chat, man. Cheers to you. And we got somebody, once again, fuck you, with a buy me a coffee. My name is Ghost, and I love Israel and China. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Huh? Israel is doing America's dirty work, for Christ's sake, which I prognosticated, by the way, on True Capitalist Radio. All right, I just want to just remember that shit. And hold on, who else? The base department hooked it up with a buy me a coffee and said, Ghost, before you go on talking about DarkrazorZ, you need to know that he abuses... All right, and look, base department... I'm going to get to that in just a second. All right, I'm going to get to that in just a second. All right, but I'm talking about the Ghost Show and the True Capitalist Radio future. No text-to-speeches anymore on those shows. Only buy me a coffees and Rumble rants. But I'm going to get to that base department because here in the next few minutes, I'm going to discuss the death of DarkrazorZ. Once again, an OG Clipper of True Capitalist Radio show. And I know that many folks that are listening right now, the whole reason why they know the show even exists is because of DarkrazorZ. But before we get to that, let me get these buy me a coffees. I mean, these people are loading me up with buy me a coffees as if it's the Go Show or some shit. But the base department, we will get to that in just a second. Silverado dude with a buy me a coffee. Hey, Dad, can't wait for the next, what's it, True Capitalist Radio Queers, baby, Queers? Queers, baby, Queers, Silverado dude. And by the way, did y'all hear Pinochet in the background? Fucking idiots telling me, oh, Pinochet's dead. He's in the back with Mrs. Ghost, all right? All right, I'm going to go watch the damn Ravens and the Buffalo Bills, for Christ's sake. And I'm not telling you who I'm betting on either, because every time I tell you pricks, you fucking hex it to hell. All right? So anyway, cheers to Silverado, dude, even though he said queers, baby, queers. And Vox Artificials, hey, Ghost, when are you going to give me that hug you promised last Ghost Show? Man, you need to take about 10 steps away from my fucking butt crack with that talk, all right? I mean, come on, man. I mean, it doesn't matter if you play that way. I mean, hey, you want to play for the pink team, by all means, here's a candy cane, but come on, man. Anyway, Vox Artificial, a member of the Thunderdome, by the way. Who else? Another buy me a coffee from Colada42. Hashtag cancel Ghost. We are tired of this constant promotion of Project 25. Well, first of all, I've never promoted Project 2025. And why cancel me? All right, I'm a melting pot of friendship out here. I've been on this internet doing this whole goddamn internet broadcasting business for fucking 16 years, for Christ's sake. All right? And look, once I hit that 25-year mark of broadcasting, I'm telling you all right now, I will receive the golden microphone as being one of the best broadcasters to ever live. You mark my word on that, boy. You mark my word. All right, we got another Ghost's #1 fan hooked it up with a buy me a coffee. He said, "Hi, Ghost. I love your show so far. You're doing good throwing around your manly dominance like it ain't shit. All these ungrateful jerks in the chat are probably paid by the DNC and Trump. Keep up the good fight, my Ghost. Also, a quick question. Is it weird that I keep wanting to crawl inside your skin? What the fuck? It's nothing sexual or anything, and it's not anything gruesome or gory. It's more like a romantic feeling of wanting to just crawl under your skin and be near you. Jesus Christ, psycho alert. Is it weird or abnormal? I'd like to ask my therapist, but she moved offices and blocked my number." Oh, you're one of those. Well, hey, if it's good for you, it is what it is. All right. And hold on, fuck you. Why did you throw 3 beers for what? Somebody named Fuck You hooked it up with 3 beers on Buy Me a Coffee and wrote all kinds of shit. What kind of a paragraph? This is a novel here. What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids in Al-Qaeda. You didn't even spell Al-Qaeda right, you fucking loser. And I have over 300 confirmed kills. Yeah, fucking right. Shut up, you fucking moron. I'm a trained guerrilla fighter. Hold on. How could you be a trained guerrilla fighter when you said that you were trained as a Navy SEAL? You're a fucking idiot, all right? But since you did donate 3 beers, I will continue to read this stupid damn ridiculous buy me a coffee. Anyway, it says, "You are nothing to me but just some target. I will wipe you the fuck out with the precision of the likes of which you have never seen before on this earth." Is this Donald Trump here? Mark my words. You think you can get away with saying that shit to me over the internet? Think again, fucker. As we speak, I'm contacting my secret network of spies across the internet, and your IP is being traced right now, so you better get prepared for the storm, maggot. Croissant. Anyway, the storm that wipes out the pathetic little thing you call a life. You're dead, kid. Internet tough guy. Well, thank you very much for the $15 either way. Take a number. Fuck you. All right? All right? Take a number because you ain't the only one there. All right? And we got Vox Artificials again with a buy me a coffee here. And Vox Artificial said, "You promised one when you were drinking. I'm open for a hug anytime, Dad, especially during our K-On marathon." No, listen, I don't like anime. All right? Now, I make short animes. You got to figure that out for yourself. But I just don't like anime. All right. And by the way, I have another short anime in the works. It should be out this week, if you want my opinion. And you'll be surprised who makes a guest appearance in the next Ghost Short or Ghost Politics Adventures anime AI series. All right. But no, Vox, I appreciate you wanting to get a little, I guess friendly in a physical sort of way. But I don't play that, man. All right. I don't play that, so take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack. All right, now that we got that all out of the way, all right, we got everybody in the Ghost Out Report chat talking crap. Let's go ahead and segue from what I was discussing about eliminating text-to-speech from TCR and TGS, all right, making it free-flowing, making it a little bit better. Let's go ahead and discuss what we have found out this weekend, and that was the death of DarkrazorZ, the OG True Capitalist Radio Clipper, going back as far as 2010, as I recollect. And as a matter of fact, many of the folks that are listening right now probably would have never heard about this show or what I do had they not listened to many of his clips. Now, the reason I bring him up is because we have just been informed this weekend that he is no longer with us. He has passed on, and I really don't know what the deal was. According to reports, this is all alleged. I'm getting this from third-party sources here. But it is alleged that DarkrazorZ OD'd intentionally, from what I understand, And once he passed on, I thought it was, only right of me to, announce it on Twitter and let everybody know that, hey, DarkrazorZ has passed away. Our thoughts and prayers to his friends and loved ones. R.I.P. And I don't know if you folks have taken a look at that thread. All right. I mean, I'll retweet the thread right now. Let me go ahead and retweet it. Okay. Now it's at the top of the page. If you take a look at that thread, obviously there's a lot of folks that are like, oh, Godspeed, that's horrible. I wouldn't have known about TCR if it wasn't for him. And there's a lot of, well wishes. And then you've got folks that I guess knew this guy personally, and I guess corresponded with him and knew him intimately for many, many years, that are saying, very disparaging and are levying a lot of allegations towards him. And we're going to discuss that here on this X Spaces here. But before I do, we got some more Buy Me a Coffees here. Matt hooked it up and he said, just found out tonight you're still broadcasting again. I listened to you back in 2011. Anyway, go Ravens. Hey, thank you, Matt. Cheers to you. And I'll be in the True Capitalist Radio chat room right after this broadcast. So cheers to you. I'm glad you're still living or still listening to the broadcast. I'm glad you're chilling with us, man. And it's going to be a good game. All right. The Ravens are having I should say a tough beginning of the season, but the Bills, they're 3-0, so I don't know, man. That's going to be a good game. Lamar Jackson, he's a bad man, but so is Josh Allen. Anyway, cheers, Matt. Thank you very much, and appreciate you chilling with us, man. All right. And hold on. Fuck you with 5 beers. Hold on. Before we get to the Dark Razors bit, I've got somebody who just donated 5 beers so I can read whatever the hell this says. He said, I was only 9 years old. I love Shrek so much. I had all the merchandise and movies. I pray to Shrek every night before I go to bed, thanking for the life I've been given. Shrek is love. I would say Shrek is life. My dad hears me and calls me a baguette. I knew he was just jealous for my devotion of Shrek. I called him a cunt. He slaps me and sends me to go to sleep. I'm crying now. My face hurts. I lay in the bed, and it's really cold. A warmth is moving towards me. I feel something touch me. It's Shrek. I'm so happy. He whispers in my ear, what the fuck am I reading here? This is my swamp. He grabs me with his powerful ogre hands and puts me on my hands and knees and spreads my cheeks. He penetrates my butthole. It hurts so much, but I do it for Shrek. I can feel my butt tearing as my eyes start to water. Dude, I'm not reading the rest. This is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry I had to read that. This guy donated $25. I guess I'll read the last part. He roars a mighty roar as he fills my butt with his love. My dad walks in. Shrek's look, what the fuck is this shit? Shrek looks at him straight in the eyes and says, it's all ogre now. Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is, I can't even believe I read that shit. All right. I can't even believe it. What's going on to Shine Free Media? Hey, Ghost, thanks for 25 years of promoting capitalism and introducing me to internet radio, man. Cheers to Shire Free Media. Shire Free Media. Don't call me dyslexic either, assholes, all right? Anyway, cheers to Shire Free Media, man. Thank you for listening. And I think you're a part of the IC, man, so cheers to you as well, man. All right. Now, let's go ahead and discuss what we're going to discuss here. DarkrazorZ, okay? Should we remember him fondly, or should we remember him in some sort of despair? We should be pissing on his grave or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of allegations that have been alleged. And I don't know if y'all saw this. Unfortunately, DarkrazorZ's mother was interacting with, I believe, his ex-wife in this thread. And DarkrazorZ's mother alleged, and look, let me go ahead and I guess... Let me give you the Primrose, or should I say at Snail's Eggs, all right, is apparently or allegedly DarkrazorZ's ex-wife. And DarkrazorZ's ex-wife, alleges a lot of things. And I'm going to retweet that right now if y'all want to take a look at it. I'm retweeting exactly what the allegations are. She says, I've got police reports from when he was arrested for assaulting me multiple times. Plenty of texts and emails, voicemails from him harassing me. But regardless, he admitted all these things himself numerous times. And in this thread, there's a lot of discourse that happens, that is now, I think, been deleted. That was a correspondence between this person, Snail's Eggs, and what is alleged to be DarkrazorZ's mother. And Unfortunately, DarkrazorZ mother privated the tweets, but DarkrazorZ is alleging that this Snail's Eggs, which is the ex-wife of DarkrazorZ, is the one that drove him to suicide. This is her allegations, not mine. The alleged mother of DarkrazorZ, that she drove him to suicide, and that she has all the proof, quote unquote, all the emails, that every time DarkrazorZ attempted to contact her, the first thing that she would say, allegedly, is to kill yourself. And it was repetitive and repetitive. And according to the account, allegedly, that belongs to DarkrazorZ mother, she's going to turn those in to some police authority to do some investigation. Now, obviously, there was a lot of people that came to her defense. All right? And I'm talking Snail's Eggs. And they said that, look, DarkrazorZ was a piece of trash. This guy didn't care about anybody. This guy was an abuser. He was a manipulator. The whole nine yards. And even a child pedophile. Now, I got forwarded this, and I think the base department in his Buy Me a Coffee donation threw a couple links in there. But according to his old X account, his old Twitter account, he actually posted things suggesting that he liked child sex. Okay? Now, these are all screenshots. These are all allegedly his previous, now banned X account. And this is why a lot of folks that are coming out now are trying to disparage any kind of positivity in the memory of DarkrazorZ. And I'd like to hear what people have to say about it. I'm not even joking around, because I know this is a big deal. A lot of folks out there would not know about the show if it wasn't for this guy. So I'd like to hear what you got to say. And I'm actually going to open up the X spaces to individuals that want to discuss this, that know about DarkrazorZ, or that know anything about any of that stuff. I'm going to open up the Twitter spaces to folks that want to be in the queue. Just if you want to talk, let me know. We'll go ahead and talk about DarkrazorZ here, because, we got two sides to every story. And according to the folks that knew him, his ex-wife, a lot of folks that are in the same weirdo community, the furry community, whatever the fuck, the same people that are in the same circle as his wife are validating a lot of what the wife's allegations are. But then you've got DarkrazorZ mother coming out and saying otherwise. So, it's really confusing. And I'd like to open up the conversation to anybody out there who wants to discuss what it is they either know about DarkrazorZ or how you think DarkrazorZ should be remembered. And I'm going to open it up here in a second, but we got some more Buy Me a Coffees here. We got Froppy. He hooked it up with 2 beers. The fact that multiple well-known furries are the ones exposing DarkrazorZ is insane. That was just alluding to that, Froppy. I remember seeing a video of a popular furry YouTuber using an audio clip of you from a recent show. So if anything, you caused the furries to have massive success. All these rich furries are because of you. Don't go there, all right? Don't go there. Let me tell you something. My biggest criticism about furries is the fact that, let's just be honest, all the furries, at least 99.9% of them, are fatties and uglies. They're fatties and uglies, and they use that stupid mascot outfit to, hide their disgusting bodies and their disgusting faces in order to participate in sexual deviant behavior. All right? So, Froppy, I get it. I get what you're saying there, all right? But don't blame me for, successful furries or some shit. I'm not down with that crap. All right? To each their own, but don't start yiffing at me. Let's just put it that fucking way, all right? Don't start fucking doing your yiffing shit at me. Anyway, thank you, Froppy. Anyway, we got Fuck You, who hooked it up with a Buy Me a Coffee. Free my N-word DarkrazorZ ghost. Let that N-word live. CIA, whatever the hell that means. I don't know what the hell that means. And we got Stream Troll Mike, who hooked it up with a Buy Me a Coffee. And he said, yo, Ghost, why are there 2 of you in Twitter Spaces? Yeah, because you're one of them, all right? Because you're a fake fucking account that tries to pretend you're me, you fucking prick, all right? So fuck you. Jesus Christ. All right, folks. All right, look, I'm going to open up the Twitter Spaces here, all right, or X Spaces, whatever the hell you want to call this thing. We are discussing right now how DarkrazorZ should be remembered. So let's see if anybody wants to be on the horn here. There's only about 4 people, and they're all fucking trolls, all right? They're 4 fucking people, and they're all trolls, for Christ's sake. Nobody wants to have anything to say about DarkrazorZ on whether or not he should be remembered fondly or we should be pissing on his grave. I mean, none of you? Good God, what the fuck am I doing here, for Christ's sake, man? Look at this. You know what? I'm a cunt. Are you there? Are you there? I'm a cunt. Hey, I'm a cunt. You there? You're on. You're not going to say anything?
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
I don't know any of this shit, dude. I'm just fucking around.
I just wanted to see how fucking homosexual your voice was, and it's pretty homosexual. Yeah, get out of here. Get him out of here. All right? Fucking idiot. You talk shit all the time on my Twitter feed, and I just wanted to hear that feminine vernacular in your voice. All right? I just wanted to hear that feminine vernacular, and let me tell you, it's very feminine, for Christ's sake. You might as well take over the job of Richard Simmons, you fucking fruit bowl. Get him out of here! All right, is there anybody that wants to talk about this subject, DarkrazorZ, how he should be remembered, for Christ's sake? How about Harold Stretch Joseph? You there? You there, Harold Stretch Joseph? All right. That's great. All right, that's great. You know, how quaint. I'm trying to get somebody to open up about how they feel about DarkrazorZ, and these idiots are trying to pretend it's fucking radio graffiti. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. All right, who else do we have here? Does anybody have anything to say about DarkrazorZ here? Live scores now. All right, do you got anything to say about any of this shit? Live scores now. Hello, you know, fucking say something. I play with the damn Peter Popper there, boy. Look, he's going to play with this. We got Helen Keller death mutes on the goddamn X spaces, for Christ's sake. Hey, now underscore scores. That's your fucking name. Fucking, I hope you get fucking hacked by a Nigerian prince, you fucking idiot. Get this idiot out of here. All right, let's get it out of here. Does anybody have anything to fucking say about dark, fucked up fucking shitbird razors, for Christ's sake? The prick just died. I'm just asking if anybody has anything to say about the fuck. All right? And here I am. I'm trying to put it out there. I'm trying to say, hey, how should we remember this guy? How should we remember this? And look at you fucking jerks. Look at you fucking jerks. Jesus Christ. Who else? Is there anybody that's going to say anything here? How about Fem Socials? All right, what do you got to say? What's your excuse, Fem Socials? You there? You got to fucking... Yeah, there you go. Get this. Are you fucking kidding me? Is this... I mean, this is... Look, regardless of what you feel about DarkrazorZ, I mean, come on, man. And Cali dude, what's going on with the Cali dude? He said if DarkrazorZ's mom loved him so much, then why was he homeless? All right, now well, look, Cali dude, since he aired it out, let me explain our last experiences. And I'm talking about the Thunderdome, because believe it or not, actually had somebody invite him to the Thunderdome. And unfortunately, this is our experience, okay? DarkrazorZ was at such a low point in his life that he didn't even want to get a job. He didn't want to do anything with himself. All he wanted to do was take whatever benefits he could juice off of the military and just do that and spend whatever he made from whatever he got from his military benefits on cigarettes and, I don't know, junk food and shit. He absolutely did not want to do anything. So when we wanted him to come to the Thunderdome, believe it or not, somebody had to pay him in order for him to show up into the Thunderdome. I'm not joking around. Somebody had to pay this guy $75 in order for him to spend like an hour or two in the Thunderdome. And when he was in the Thunderdome, I mean, it was just like a broken person. I mean, everybody was trying to help him in there because, you know, they remember DarkrazorZ, you know? And the guy didn't really want any help. He's like, no, I'm just going to go ahead and wait for my benefits, and I'm just going to, like, you know, live off the military benefits, and he had no ambitions whatsoever. No ambitions. He did talk a little bit about how the divorce kind of messed him up completely. He did discuss the very low point he was in his life, and he was homeless. So to validate what Cali Dude is saying, he was homeless. But at the same time, I do want to say that he wasn't in a very good way. He was, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but he admitted to us that he didn't necessarily get dishonorably discharged from the military. He got forcefully discharged from the military. Allegedly, he was hooked on cough syrup, okay? Don't ask me. I don't know. I just, that's what the allegation was. We asked him. He did validate it. And that's exactly what happened. I mean, he was supposed to be doing some kind of a job or something. And apparently, I don't know, he got tested. I have no idea. But that was the culprit, allegedly, all right? So good God. All right, good God. So that's our experience. That's why the Cali dude's like, well, if his mother loved him so much, why was he, why was he homeless? Why was he homeless? And look, somebody in the thread, in the snail's eggs thread on the, RIP thread for DarkrazorZ has now posted the alleged tweet that happened on March 3rd, 2024. And it says, and I quote, this is what it says on the tweet, okay, so I watch children having sex. And it was, quote, erotic. And that's what it says on the tweet. Let me retweet that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Now, there's no justification in that. I mean, there's no putting a mulligan on that one. I'll tell you that right now. And I just retweeted it if y'all are curious. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Anyway, I'm looking at the Ghost Dot report chat. Everybody out there is, kind of taken back now by what we're seeing. I just can't believe it. I mean, how dark of a place do you have to be where you openly admit this? And it's documented. I mean, the guy's gone now, and it's documented for posterity. Okay, now that throws a whole new twist on it. All right, that throws a whole new twist on it. Let me go ahead and let me get some people on X Spaces and see what they have to say about it. All right, let's see. Does anybody have anything legitimately to say about it? How about the Green Thunder? All right, what do you have to say about this whole DarkrazorZ situation? Green Thunder, you there? You got to put the fucking microphone so you can talk, dude. You there? All right, stupid. This is not radio graffiti, you fucking idiot! Don't you understand that? This is not radio fucking graffiti! Jesus Christ. I'm opening up the goddamn X Spaces and trying to, get people to, open up about what they feel about goddamn DarkrazorZ. And let me tell you, after this fucking tweet that I just retweeted, I don't feel too fucking fondly about DarkrazorZ after that. I can tell you that right goddamn now. I ain't feeling too. Hey, hold on. LB Capitalist, okay, is that you on the Shrek story? Hold on, he sent a link. Unfortunately, LB Capitalist, I can't, show the link on here because we're on X Spaces. But let me go ahead and take a look at what you're talking about here. Sorry, folks. Somebody did buy me a coffee, LB Capitalist. And what is this? Oh, God. All right. You got me messing around with Shrek? I mean, I thought they were supposed to prohibit shit like that on AI and shit. I thought they were supposed to prohibit that kind of crap. Anyway, real funny, LB Capitalist. Real fucking funny, dude. All right. Anyway, one more buy me a coffee here. And I'm sorry. I'm still taken back by what the hell I just read. Allegedly DarkrazorZ posted on X. It's fucking horrible. Anyway, yes, man, kablam. Yes, ma'am, kablam. What's going on, dude? Hey, Ghost, hope all is well. Thank you for all the time, effort you put in on the show. Crazy to hear that the guys who's introduced me to your show has passed. Hearing all this info about DarkrazorZ leads me to a conflict about feelings of how I should feel about his passing. On one hand, I should be sad, since he's the reason I even know about True Capitalist Radio. On the other, it seems like the guy had a ton of skeletons in the closet, demons, and it kind of strikes me as a piece of shit sometimes. I'm sure other people feel the same, so cheers to him introducing your show to a ton of people at the very least. Well, that's a very good way of putting it there. Yes, man, kablam. I agree. I can't believe that this is what this guy has turned out to be. I just can't believe it. And by the way, if you're listening on Twitter Spaces right now, I've just retweeted a bunch of tweets that allege, well, I don't know if it's alleged anymore, but there's a lot of evidence that suggests that DarkrazorZ was a really kind of a bad person. I guess. I mean, people were alleging that in the thread. Now, I think it's pretty much validated at this point in time. I mean, Jesus Christ. Unbelievable. I mean, this is just horrible. All right, look, I'm going to go back to some, see if people want to be on Twitter Spaces to give us their thoughts on DarkrazorZ here. I think we've got Prince. Are you there, Prince? You got thoughts on DarkrazorZ here? You got to push the microphone to talk, by the way. Yeah, you're there.
Hey, sweet cheeks. I just wanted to celebrate this occasion. Any furry leaving this planet and going to hell is okay with me. Shoutouts to Winston and Vox.
All right. We didn't need to hear that, all right? We get it. The guy's a bad guy. The last thing that we need is to be, disparaging his name. A lot of this stuff is allegations. I mean, I don't know. This tweet is a pretty bad tweet. I'll be honest with you. This was pretty bad. All right, but the allegations, when it comes to any kind of domestic squabble or any of that shit, we don't fucking know. All right, we're just hearing hearsay, and we've got a lot of folks in here that have just allegedly have known him for years. I mean, obviously his ex-wife, is on Twitter. So we got a lot of, just different types of information. And look, as I stated, we had to pay him to come into the Thunderdome, and he was not in a good way at all. And every one of us, a lot of people that, like you just said there, yes, man, kablam, they were introduced to the show because of him, and they wanted to see the best for him. They tried everything they could. They were like, hey, man, why don't you try to do this? Hey, I'm in California. I could probably get you a job doing that. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do anything. And we talked to him for a good 3 hours, I think, that night. And we wanted him to come back. And when we asked him to come back, he wanted more money to come back. So that kind of tells you, where he was at mentally, I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea. So I just, I don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. Anyway, I think we've got some people on the chat room that are saying his mom is on. Hold on. I think we may got DarkrazorZ's mom here, and that will kind of give us a little bit more enlightened perspective on the subject. Hold on. Is this DarkrazorZ's mom? Hello? And you got to click the microphone to talk. Hello, how you doing? And by the way, before I talk, I want to say sorry for your loss, regardless of what people are saying. But go ahead. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. I've seen all of these allegations. I've seen all of these horrible things that are being said about our son. I can tell you that his ex-wife, Mercy, is absolutely very petty, and I don't know why she would make up these allegations towards him. The child pornography post is not true. That is a false post. I don't even know where she got that. We have all of his electronics. I've been in his phone. I've been in his Twitter. I've been in everything, and it's just untrue. He did reach out to her last August to tell her, he was just sorry for everything for the last few years, and she replied back to him, kill yourself. This is all that she's done for the past 2 years, her and her friends, is to say, kill yourself, kill yourself. I do want to put it out there that he did not OD.
Okay.
He did not kill himself. This was an accident that he was in, and he died, unfortunately.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is all allegations that,
yes,
we're third party. So I appreciate you giving us the 411 on his unfortunate passing. Let me ask you a question really fast. Okay, I saw the exchange between you and I guess her name is Mercy, Snail's Eggs.
Yeah.
And I saw that there was a gang of people that, I'll be honest with you, back in 2011, 2010, many of these folks that are now ganging up on you and anybody who's trying to, give any positive light upon his unfortunate demise, they all were once upon a time friends of his. I remember some of these people that are now really talking very ill comments towards you, especially during this time, were actually, friends of his, at least in 2011, 2010 that I recollect. How did that go awry?
They were common, mutual friends. Him and Mercy had a lot of mutual friends. And I guess when they split up, she got the friends.
Well, I'll be honest with you. We talked to him. I think the last time we talked to DarkrazorZ or John was about 7 or 8 months ago, and we invited him. I think you heard the story. We invited him to the Thunderdome. He was very down on his luck. He was very broken. Yes. He did talk a lot about his ex-wife and how that kind of threw his life down the tubes, and he was just he did make that point of emphasis. And many of us in there, especially folks that were, kind of sympathetic to his situation, attempted to try to reach out to him and say, "Hey, look, man, I can get you a job, or I can get you in a position." And he was just gone. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to do anything. So I mean, he was pretty a broken man. I can't tell you why that was, but he did make a lot of comments about his ex-wife.
Yes, he really, really did love her. They both lived with us for about a year, and then she lived with us by herself while he was stationed in Korea for about a year. When they came back after he was discharged, they both, I have to say, were high all the time. He struggled with his sobriety. He struggled with his depression, and she did not help it. She put him down. She called him stupid. She yelled at him all the time. It just didn't, it didn't help with his psyche at all. They moved out. They got their own apartment, and I don't know what happened. They lived together. But when he was arrested, she made allegations that he apparently beat her. He did grab her. He shook her. She called the cops on him, and she fought. She dropped the charges. The DA had dropped all the charges, and the judge wanted him to do some mental health sessions because of his depression, and he did that. And he did struggle with his sobriety, and he did struggle with his depression. Last year, he spent quite a bit of time in rehabs. And we reached out to him, and we tried so hard to get him help. And, unfortunately, they have to want the help. They have to want to get the help themselves. And, we really did try, and he was getting better. He was waiting for his housing from the VA, and he had, he had his appointment, and he was going, but he was 100% disabled because of his shoulder and because of a head injury that he endured when he was in the service. So, unfortunately, he could not work because of those injuries.
Yeah,
so,
he didn't make us aware of that when we discussed it with him. So that explains a lot.
Yeah, and he was a very proud person. He didn't want to ask for help. You know what I mean? And I don't know. We're just at a loss still, and it's still just very shocking to us. And these people coming out and making these allegations, and it's awful. It's awful.
I thought it was rather uncouth. I mean, regardless of what you feel about somebody, I mean, it's one thing to make something disparaging to a third party, but it's another thing to broadcast it out there, to the world, especially if what you're saying is true. These are all false allegations. Now, I just have to ask, is this some kind of ganging up? Because I'm really shocked that a lot of the folks that were ganging up on you, that were trying to, I guess, back up his wife on Twitter, on the thread in particular where I said the RIP to John, they were once very good friends with this guy. I mean, I remember there's some guy named Coyote in the Hat, that weirdo, and I mean all these weird furry people were actually very good friends with him. I mean, I'm in shock that all the folks that used to actually communicate with him intimately for years, obviously saw him at some point IRL, are all just turning against him because of, I mean, I guess what's being alleged. Well, and you're suggesting that it's just an absolute lie.
I can absolutely tell you that he's never met any of these people in real life, other than his wife. That's it. They've never had contact with each other in real life ever. It's always been over Twitter.
Yeah. That's unfortunate about the internet, and it's unfortunate that you've got folks that aren't really intimate into the situation making just kind of blanketed comments and that sort of thing. Now, let me ask you one more thing, and I don't want to keep you too long. You did suggest that you have a compilation of the correspondences that you had with DarkrazorZ' wife. And in most of those correspondences towards the end here in the past couple of years, she would end it with "kill yourself" in a lot of those correspondences. And I read that. Is there validity to that? I mean, are you going to pursue something as it relates to litigation or something because of this?
I really thought about it. I really, really did. I have a lot of screenshots myself of people who are supposedly his friends that knew him, telling him to kill himself, and I hope you die. I mean, there's people right now celebrating his death. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. He did not commit suicide, so I don't know if, what legal standing I really have because he didn't commit suicide.
That's what they all said. So I had no idea how he died. I just was told that he died, and that was a big shock. It was a big shock to everybody in all my chat rooms as well. So I felt it was an obligation for me to, say something that commemorated him, that he was he was a big part of this community. And, I wanted thoughts and prayers to his friends and loved ones because, regardless, nobody likes losing a loved one. Even if that loved one was had a turbulent life, and then just to kind of throw salt in the wound, I thought that was just kind of, I didn't really know how to feel about that. And yet you've got a lot of this ex-wife of his friends that are, trying to send me all these like screenshots that are allegedly his like Twitter account saying all these weird, very nefarious things. So a lot of information going on out here.
Yeah, that's got to be a false Twitter. It's not even his, I don't think. It's got to be fake or yeah. Yeah, she's, I don't know.
Well, I would suggest that if this is legit slander and, it's a dissemination of misinformation by this group of people related to his ex-wife, some kind of, I would say at least civil litigation, would be up in the air because, if you do have a compilation of different documented evidence that not only did she suggest to kill himself, which, look, it's one thing to say it in the midst of passion and you're fighting. It's another thing to document it and to continue documenting it and emailing it and texting, because that will always be pulled up when anything terrible happens. You're documenting yourself that this is what you said, this is what you meant. So I just can't believe that there's this many people that used to be his friends too. I'm really shocked. There's a lot of people that are now, that are part of this furry community that I guess that his ex-wife is a part of, that were very close friends or at least internet friends with him, that are, I am shocked that they're just like literally backstabbing him.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is because, she's a woman, and women are the ones that are victims of domestic violence. And so that worked for her and they believed her.
Unbelievable. Do you want to have anything? I don't want to keep you too long. I know this is probably very difficult for you. You want to say anything positive, anything, so that folks that actually appreciated his contribution to, the show and, the good time. We had some great times back in 2010, 2011, 2012. And then I took the hiatus, and then I understood that he went to the military, and I thought he was actually doing pretty well for himself. And then somewhere along the way, he kind of, you're saying from your perspective, it was the ex-wife that took him into a way different path that has, took him on a trajectory to where, hey, he was in the military, he had a career, he had things going on for himself, and then all of a sudden it took a massive downhill to the point where this is where we're at today.
Yeah. I just want to say that he really did love the whole ghost, and he, all the followers, and if he saw the support that he was getting now, I think that would make him really, really happy. This was a great period of his life. I remember him in his room on his laptop and his computer, making these videos and these, YouTubes. And I remember him, being just a teenager in there, and it was great. And he would share, your audio, and it was just, it was funny. It was really good, and he loved it. He really enjoyed it a lot. So I want to thank you for, honoring him, and showing him that there are, other things out there. His dad wanted to say something, if that's okay.
Sure, go right ahead.
How you doing, guys?
How you doing, sir?
Well, considering the circumstances, I'm trying.
I know it, man.
I just want those people out there who think that John was just going to leech off the military and his benefits and everything else. He got a sum of money, and he gave most of it away to people on the internet that were hurting. And you guys know who you are.
Unreal.
Money. He's even gave money to his ex-wife. She asked for money, and he gave it to her.
Unreal. I can't believe that all this drama has ensued, but,
Well, I know she's petty, man. If you knew her, you would understand just by being around her for even one day. You would realize she's like bipolar or something. She flips a switch from one extreme to another, just like that. But I just want to say, I mean, people can think what they want and say what they want, but we know in our hearts. I talk to him every single day, all through his journey, all throughout, up until the day before his accident.
Well, I'm really sorry for your loss and your wife's loss. I do want to say that if it wasn't for your son, the fun aspect of what this show ended up turning out to be would have never have existed. And
I remember I was by his side the whole time he was doing it. At first, he started by just getting people to troll you because he liked the way you got pissed off and cussing at people and everything else. And he thought it was pretty funny. But then he started getting into it. He even took a lot of your ideas with him into the military.
Yeah, man, I know. I remember hearing about him. I remember hearing about him being in the military. He was in the military a pretty good amount of time. And it all makes sense now why the downhill happened. I mean, when you have a bad marriage or a bad divorce, I mean, that could, throw a man back, not just financially, but mentally, spiritually. And look, when I talked to him, that's what he sounded like. He sounded completely broken, man. He didn't want to do anything. He just like, he was just very nonchalant, we were all kind of taken back by how just like, I wouldn't even call it depression. It was kind of like just blank.
Giving up.
Giving up. 100% is what he sounded like. He gave up.
Yeah, I know. I talked to him and he started going to rehab, doing therapy, doing meetings and everything else. So he was in a really good place recently. And I think that kind of pissed her off because he had other friends he was giving money to. I mean, he gave somebody $500 the other day, just earlier this week, end of last week, because she needed it for, Yeah. And he doesn't ask. He doesn't ask for anything in return. So a lot of that money he gave away. And he was staying in a hotel until the VA got his housing together because we got a full house here. And he was staying with us for a while, but then he wanted to go out and get his own place because,
Yeah, I know. I mean, everybody wants their own place. I mean, hell, he'd been working. He'd been in the military. I hear you.
No, I'm just saying. A lot of people go through the lives having any kind of impact on anybody. He's had impact on some people apparently out there.
No, he absolutely did. I mean, there was everybody that when I announced that he was no longer with us, I mean, there were like at least, I would say 500, maybe 700 people that were like, oh my God. I mean, they're there, with their comments that, hey, I would have never have known about, you if it wasn't for him. And I used to listen to his clips late at night and that sort of thing. And he grew a community himself, out of the clipping work. And that's why, I'm kind of shocked that many of those people that were a part of his community are now, doing all this disparaging.
We went through his phone. We went through his laptop, and that Twitter account did not exist on any of his electronic devices. So I'm assuming maybe she did that to make him look bad, throw him in a bad light. Her and her new boyfriend, whoever he is, I think he lives in the basement with his mom somewhere, but I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's sad to see people who don't even have a life of their own that they got to sit there and try to disparage somebody else's.
Unfortunately, that's the internet. I mean, if you listen to my show, I mean, that's what it is, man. I do that to me fucking daily.
I listen to your show a lot, man.
Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Well, listen, I thank you and your better half. That's what I call my wife. You and your better half. Definitely. I hope that you guys, find some solace in the fact that, your son, touched people's lives, affected people's lives. And regardless of what the memories that the opposition, his wife, or ex-wife, I should say, and her cohorts are saying about him, there's a lot of folks out here that remember him and that'll always remember him. And he'll always be a part of this community. So I just want you to know that. And
that means a lot.
I hope that you all find some kind of healing in that. And by the way, I mean, time is the ultimate healer. So I hope that you guys can kind of have time heal the wounds. And then once the pain goes away, the happiness of the good times and the things that he did will start resonate a lot better.
Well, no parent expects to bury their kid,
No, they should not. That should never happen, man.
No. All right, Ghost. Hey, I appreciate you giving us a chance to at least try to clear some of this up. I mean, people are going to make their own decisions, come to their own judgments. But, I mean, you got to have both sides of the story.
I hear you.
I appreciate you giving us our time to
I appreciate you putting the record, setting the record straight.
I mean, he's our son. We're proud of him. We're proud of what he accomplished. He turned his life around a lot over the last few months.
It's a shame that, he didn't just stay on that path, but, that's how people, outside influences, it's really, it's a rough world. It's even harder when you have substance abuse and potential depression.
Yeah, he was he was taking his medication. He was doing really good. He was looking forward to going out there and doing some stuff,
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, man,
All right.
we're thoughts and prayers to you and the missus. All right, hope y'all can kind of somehow gather some kind of solace amongst all this.
Yeah, I just, if people are going to talk shit, they should at least hear both sides. And they can come to their own judgments. I'm not trying to influence anybody either way. But I know in my heart, we know in our heart, and through our extended investigative services that we're not wrong.
Well, we appreciate it. And I thank you and your wife once again for setting the record straight and letting everybody know that a lot of the things that are being alleged are not necessarily true. And you have access to all of his devices and all of his accounts. And, to you can't find any evidence that suggests that these tweets that he sent out are actually his.
Yeah, no whatsoever.
All right, sir. Well, I don't want to keep you on here. I don't want to, keep this wound open. I thank you once again. And if there's any last words, I leave you the floor, man.
You guys out there banging away on your keyboard, you need to do better. Okay? Find a hobby outside where you can get some sunlight. But you guys really do need to be better. There's too much hate, racism, and just a bunch of chaos going around right now. We need to come together, not separate each other.
I agree to that. I try to tell them that all the time, man. Thank you. Great sentiments. And my thoughts and prayers to you and your wife.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you both. All right. I appreciate it. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That was like an emotional situation that I did not anticipate. And, I'm kind of glad that his parents came out and, tried to say that a lot of the allegations that are being alleged on the thread that I just posted, one of the first true capitalist radio clippers, DarkrazorZ, has passed away. Very, very fucking emotional moment. I'll be honest, very emotional. All right. You can feel the pain of those parents, regardless of what you feel about DarkrazorZ. You could feel that parent's pain. Anyway, look, I'm going to get done with these buy me a coffees. We had a few of them that came in. This guy, fuck you, who keeps throwing these $25 in order for me to read a bunch of paragraph. I guess I got to read it. So please excuse me. This is my fuck you who donated this for $25. He said, what the fuck did you fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class in the Navy SEALs. I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al-Qaeda. I have over 300 kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare. I am the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing to me but just another wait a minute, did I just read this shit? Anyway, what else to say? I will wipe you the fuck out with precision, the likes of which you've never before seen. It sounds like some fucking shit Trump would say. Mark my words. You think that you could get away with saying this shit to me on the internet? Think again, fucker, as we speak. All right, we get it, all right? And hold on, what is this at the end here? What does it say? It says, not only that I'm extremely trained in unarmed combat, but I always have access to an entire arsenal of the United States Marine Corps, and I will use it to the full extent to wipe your miserable ass off the continent. Jesus Christ, you little shit. If only you could have known what unholy retribution your clever comment was about to bring down upon you, maybe you would have held your fucking tongue. But you couldn't, you didn't, and now you're going to pay the price, you goddamn idiot. I will shit fury all over you, and you will drown in it. You're fucking dead, kiddo. Ride high, DarkrazorZ. Okay, there at the end. Ride high, DarkrazorZ, by the way. All right, we got Belligerent Brian. Pick up Belligerent Brian on Twitter Spaces. All right, let's see. Belligerent Brian, you there? Oh, where are you? Here he is. What's up, Belligerent Brian? You're on the Twitter Space here. What's up, man?
Death is obviously a very, very complicated thing. So I was in a situation a couple of years ago where my friend unfortunately killed himself. After that, a lot of horrid shit came out. Now, obviously, this was a suicide. We were about the same age. I'm now 30, so you get a rough idea. The situation that his parents are in is fucking shit. It's genuinely awful. The unfortunate thing about it is, though, when somebody dies, you generally tend to find a lot of information comes out after the fact. And I'm sure you probably realise, I mean, obviously you've lived a lot, and I'm sure you've seen friends die and come and go, have you? The thing that really sort of stuck out to me was, even when you've been friends with somebody, because I was friends with him for 14 years, he was my closest friend. And at the end of it, you eventually come to the realisation that you didn't really know them. You just ended up effectively making a sketch of a shadow. And
very good assessment.
Where everyone is with him, obviously he was a big part of the community. We can never truly know what somebody was like. His parents will obviously want to defend him, and I hold no sort of judgment against him for that. The same thing happened with my friend's parents, and he did a lot worse shit. And I mean a lot worse.
Wow.
The kind I wouldn't have been friends with him had I known.
So this all came out after the suicide?
Yeah, it did. And funnily enough, domestic abuse came out afterwards as well. He ended up killing himself because he was cheating behind her back. So obviously fuck him, right, for his actions there. But the person he was cheating with did effectively attempt to kill himself. It's not nice, obviously, but somebody's actions will come out after they have died. I wouldn't write them all off. Certainly not. There are people who are obviously going to want to drag his name for the mud, but the question I would ask is, why wait until they're dead?
That's a very good point. Why wait until they're dead, and why rub it in the faces of the parents? I mean, of all people.
Exactly. So, take away your opinions from this, from what you've heard, and obviously make your own assessments of it. But I personally wouldn't write it all off. Obviously, we've all had crazy exes in the past, but don't get bogged down with the idea of somebody living a blameless life just because they're dead, because that misnomer is completely false. And I'm sure that there isn't a single person in here who wouldn't have some unfortunate piece of information come out about them after they died. Severity, obviously, depending.
Well, man, hey, thank you very much. Very poignant take there, Belligerent Brian. And I think you're absolutely correct. When people die, all of a sudden things start coming out. People start saying things. People start, saying, "Hey, look what I have. I've got a picture. I've got this." I get it, man. It's really, really bad. And fuck you told me to stay on the line. I was on the line, by the way. Fuck you. As a matter of fact, I thought that was a very emotional interview, impromptu. By the way, I had no idea that DarkrazorZ's parents were actually going to join this X Spaces. Unreal. I just wanted to have a few things said about the guy. I know, once again, people would not have known about True Capitalist Radio if it wasn't for him. I know that there's a lot of, a lot of intrigue about this subject because it's serious and it's affecting the community. And now you've got a lot of he said, she said, you know what I mean? Fuck you with another buy me a coffee. All right, man, let's wrap this up and let them grieve. Well, I just did. Fuck you. Thank you very much, whoever the hell you are. And he said, hey, could you play this real quick? Hold on. Hold on. I can't play it on here, but I'll play it on the Go Show, but I'm going to play it right now. Barbra Streisand, The Way We Were. Oh, it's too bad you guys can't hear it, but that's what fuck you wanted to, I guess he wanted to donate it for the time over here. Little Barbra Streisand, The Way We Were. All right, I'll play that for you, though, on the next Go Show. Fuck you, all right? We got a buy me a coffee from somebody named A. Cunt, and A. Cunt said, I'll say this. I'll mourn DarkrazorZ, a brilliant guy that introduced a lot of people to your show, a guy that always tried to make the community join in total unity, a guy with a brilliant future ahead. John, on the other hand, was fucked up. Regardless of what anybody says, you yourself saw it, Ghost. Maybe it was joining the military. Maybe it was the divorce. Maybe it was the side effect of drugs. We will never know. Even if the whole strange allegations about him being a creep are true or just typical results of hater behavior of the El Pozholes kind. But one thing I know, I'll miss DarkrazorZ, not John. All right, that's somebody, A. Cunt, who hooked that up with a buy me a coffee. We're getting a lot of different views here. And once again, I really do thank the parents of DarkrazorZ for having the courage and, having the, the will to come up on here, given the fact that this is the internet and given the fact that they're probably going to have a lot of people tweet at them contact them on social media and troll them, because that's exactly what the internet is. But I'm glad that they at least witnessed a lot of people who, are not going to forget the guy. And, that's all we want in life, right? All we want in life is to live a good, comfortable, content life. All right? Because, by the way, folks that are taking psychotropic drugs, you're not intended to be happy all the fucking time. I know that's what psychiatrists and psychologists suggest. Hey, you're not supposed to be happy all the fucking time. I don't give a shit what pill they give you. All right? But once we live this content life and we pass on and we no longer on this earth, all we have left that we even existed are the physical documents that we either wrote or signed, anything that we painted, anything that we created, anything that we built with our own hands. Those are the only artifacts that signify that we even existed on this earth. And the other is who remembers you once you're no longer on this earth. Whether people are going to mourn you, whether people are going to remember you. And that's really what this is about. And regardless of what you feel about DarkrazorZ, I hope that many of you folks recognize that, hey, you guys aren't getting any younger. All right? And the future belongs to no one. So if you're going to be a jerk off your whole life, and when you die, no one's going to give a shit. I mean, and look, I don't give a shit how, I guess, soulless you think you are. Everybody wants to be remembered favorably when they die by somebody, by your mom, by the parents, by your family, by your friends, by the people that you interfaced with. That's what you want people to remember. So, in conclusion, I do get some gratification in the fact that DarkrazorZ's parents, amidst all the tragedy that has happened with his death, and then having these freaky little furries out here trying to disparage his memory and, trying to, I don't know, just trying to continue the hurt. I really appreciate them coming along and airing out their side of the story. And I'm glad that they are taking some solace in the fact that John Montoya is remembered, whether you remember him favorably or you remember him in some disparaging way. At least he's remembered, and I'm glad that it gives some level of solace to those parents. And anybody who's going out there and tweeting at him and trying to be a jerk, don't be a fucking jerk. All right? Don't be a fucking jerk. And look, I'm not doxing, all right? He's dead, and I think everybody needs to know the guy. He's no longer on this earth. DarkrazorZ, the guy that was one of the first clippers of True Capitalist Radio, the guy that brought many of you into this community. All right? At the very least, we can remember him and say, man, time is the ultimate magician. Anyway, we got a couple of more buy me a coffees, and then I'm going to go. I'm going to watch this fucking game. But man, that was very intense. Very intense interview, and impromptu. That was not something that was planned. I was actually hoping that one of these jerk-offs that were talking all this garbage about DarkrazorZ would actually want to talk here, but none of them are on here waiting to talk. I would have loved to have talked to Snail's Eggs and get her side of the story. I would have liked to have heard from some of these freaky little furry friends of hers and gotten their side of the story, but none of them decided that they wanted to come up on X Spaces to say a goddamn thing. So isn't it ironic, don't you think? And speaking of irony, here's JSev with a buy me a coffee. I go through the fire, which I'm not. And Stream Troll Mike, he said, we'll probably never know the full unbiased story, but my heart still breaks for his parents. I wish for them the best. And Stream Troll Mike is a trolly bastard too. And even he is finding it in his heart to be like, man, I mean, regardless of what you think about DarkrazorZ, that's their son. That's their son. And I thought it was very brave of those people to get up on here and say their side of the story with a straight face and not bawling their eyes out. I mean, you could tell they had been crying. You could just hear it in their voice. You could just hear it. And it just hurts. Every time you lose somebody very close, it hurts, especially a son. All right. No parent should have to bury their son. It's a shame. And I hate to leave it like this, but man, I mean, this has gotten intense. Hey, wait a minute. Fuck you. Just hooked it up with a buy me a coffee. Your toenail paintings will never be worth shit. Fuck you, dude. All right? All right. Look, first of all, I don't do art to sell. All right? I do art because I'm an angry fuck. All right? I got an anger problem. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but I've got an anger problem. And when I find that I focus my attention on the artistic part of my brain, I tend to have this anger just kind of pause itself, not HIV positive, but pause itself. And so that I can put my efforts and energy into focusing on something as a piece of artwork or something creative. So if you yourself have the same type of anger problems, I think that you should try to do something similar to try to offset any kind of anger. Because I think I told you guys on the last Ghost Show, my comfort zone, my comfort state is anger. So I got to find some ways to kind of chill that out, and you know, art is one of them. Now, the reason this jerk off fuck you said my toenail paintings or whatever is because I told these pricks, or I shouldn't have told, I tell these pricks all this stuff whenever I'm drunk. That's why they want me to get drunk, all right? So that I can unearth this bullshit so they can troll me to holy hell about it. But I did say that I'm collecting my nail clippings, all right? And I am going to make a huge sofa fucking painting of all the fucking toe and fucking nail clippings and all that shit. Put it all on a canvas. All right. And I'm not going to tell you or describe it to you because I don't want you fucking poachers mooching off of my fucking creative idea. All right. But let me just tell you this. All right. It's going to be composed of all of my fingernails and my toenails. And the artwork is going to be called Clone Me. Huh? Who's fucking creative, huh? Who the fuck is creative? Huh? And why is everybody saying disgusting in the Ghost Dot Report chat room? Go fuck yourself, dude. All right? I'm being deep here, man. I'm an artist. All right? I'm not like these fucking furries out here who think they're an artist because, I don't know, they can yiff in a goddamn fucking mascot outfit. All right? I'm an artist, all right? I'm a creative guy. I'm an artist. And hold on, we got another buy me a coffee. Pick up some more people on Spaces. Also, when are the plushies going to go up on Ghost Dot Market? I think Ghost Politics would kill for a Ghost Fuma. What the fuck are you talking? First of all, hell no. All right, just imagine me peddling fucking plushies for Christ's sake. And you know what? Even if I did one, I would only do like, I don't know, maybe 10 of them. And I guess what? For plushies, you got to like personally make them yourself, like you're a fucking seamstress or something. Huh? Like it's a fucking episode of the goddamn Three Amigos. I'm supposed to sew this shit together and shit. I mean, if I did that, I'd probably, I'm not doing it. I'm not even going to entertain it. I don't even know why I'm saying it. You see what you fuckers are doing? Jesus Christ. Anyway, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in to this very impromptu Twitter Spaces. I do want to say, at the beginning of the broadcast, of this broadcast, I did say that I am going to eliminate text-to-speech from the Ghost Show and True Capitalist Radio. We're still going to have Buy Me a Coffee. We're still going to have Rumble Rants. We're still going to have all this, but I think that the flow of the show would go a little bit better if we just eliminated the text-to-speech. And the reason I say that is because I did a 14-Ghost show the other day, a 14-hour Ghost show, and I thought to myself, how is it? What do I need to do in order to make this a little shorter, in order to make the damn show flow a little bit more freely? And I think that that's exactly what I need to do. So if you missed the beginning, that's what I discussed, FYI. All right? And we got another Buy Me a Coffee from Gino X 1987 of all people. And Gino X 1987 said, since you are such a historical fan of the Alamo, would you want your ashes to be fired out of a cannon over the battlefield? Well, no, I wouldn't, but I wouldn't mind my... First of all, I don't want to be cremated, all right? I don't want to be cremated. I want my fucking body buried like everybody else. All right? I don't want to be fucking ashes that's going to be put on a goddamn fucking a mantle so that when everybody's out there fucking fat on their asses after a goddamn artery clogging Thanksgiving dinner, they look at my ashes and say, hey, we love you, Ghost. I know you're looking down on us, man. It's fucking ashes. It's probably not even me. All right? There's some fucking pothead who's running the crematorium. Probably throwing his fucking pot ashes in there and calling it fucking Granny and Grampy. But yeah, I hope that, validates what I suggested there, Gino X 1987. And Mama Luigi asked, so you're closing donation alerts. Well, listen, I am going to take donation alerts off for a second. Because I think that if we eliminate the text-to-speech, the spontaneous text-to-speech, we'll be able to free flow the show a lot better. The videos won't be interrupted. We'll be able to free flow the videos more. If I'm on a soliloquy on something, I won't be interrupted with www or zzz or some fucking racist joke. All right? And I can always go back to the Buy Me a Coffees and read them. I can always go back to the Rumble Rants and read them. All right? So that's what I'm saying. So that, fuck you, Ghost. You ain't flowing anything. Dude, do you understand? The streaming business is going away from text-to-speech. All right? It's going away from it, and I get it. So that's where I'm going. You get it, Mama Luigi, and all you pricks in the Ghost.report chat? You get it? Jesus Christ. And we got Jack is okay with a Buy Me a Coffee. If I bought your art, I would definitely lick the toenails just to get the full Ghost experience. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? First of all, that toenail artwork is going to be worth millions of dollars. All right? All right? I'm not selling it until I'm dead. And by the time I'm dead, it's going to be millions and millions of dollars. That's all I'm saying. And by the way, why is everybody calling me like an asshole for wanting to take out text-to-speech? I mean, you people call me a shekel goblin for keeping the text-to-speech on. Why the fuck are you people on the Ghost.report chat talking shit to me about it now? You should be happy, man. I mean, y'all should be throwing a fucking party. What are you talking about? Jesus Christ, man. You see, you try to do shit for people, they're just never satisfied, man, all right? They're never satisfied. That's why you should not even bother to do shit for people, all right? And if you do, don't expect anything back. Don't expect anything in return. And hold on, Stream Troll, we should get a taxidermy of you put in on display in the Rolling Oaks Mall food court with a plaque about the show. Also, Ghost wants to be a part of the Clone High. Clone High. First of all, I like Rolling Oaks Mall. It's a good mall. Well, you want to know why? Because nobody goes there, all right? Nobody goes there. That's why I like going to Rolling Oaks Mall. I don't want to be around people, especially the general fucking public. All right? I'm sorry. And hold on, Mama Luigi, so are you going to be making an Etsy? I'm not making an Etsy. What do you fucking think? You think I'm some cat mom or something? You think I'm going to be fucking shopping at fucking Hobby Lobby, looking in the clearance aisle, looking for stupid arts and crafts to fuck with together so I can sell it? What do you think I am, Christopher Lowell or some shit? What the fuck? Oh, my God. Anyway, I want to thank everybody once again for tuning in. I did not expect for this to take this long. Mama Luigi with an Etsy. I didn't mean for this to take this long. I just did not expect for DarkrazorZ's parents to call up and for them to say the things that they did. I thought this was a very, very emotional little X spaces here. And that's why these X spaces, man, I mean, they're their own kind of genre now. That's why everybody kind of, there's not a fucking text-to-speech. I buy that for $1. Hey, www. Or I buy that for $1. I mean, it's some racist shit like, never mind. I don't want to say a racist joke. I'm not appeasing any of your racist jokes, all right? Hey, hold on. We got Box Art Official. Box Art Official with a Buy Me a Coffee. I would cherish a Ghost Chan Fumo more than anything else in my life. If you won't make a plushie, would you be down for some other form of Ghost Chan merch? I know people who have her as their waifu, and they appreciate merch of her. What are you talking about her? Cheers, and I hope we can get on that K-On marathon soon. Well, no, hell no. All right, folks, I'm going to get the hell out of here. All right, follow me. If you're listening to me right now on X, follow me on X. The Ghost Report, all one word, no underscores, is the name. And once again, before I go, I do want to say that I am going to have a True Capitalist radio show tomorrow for Monday. And hopefully you people don't piss me off so much that I have to wait for the Ghost Show until Wednesday. But I'm hoping True Capitalist Radio Monday, Ghost Show Tuesday. All right? True Capitalist Radio on Monday, Ghost Show on Tuesday. That's what I'm hoping for. And I hope we get there, all right? So cheers to everybody out here. What a very emotional X Spaces. And let me tell you something, man. What a way to cap off a Sunday, right? Anyway, folks, thank you very much for tuning in. Once again, Ghost Show on Tuesday, Wednesday, True Capitalist Radio Show tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. And, wow, what an X Spaces. Anyway, cheers to everybody out there. I'm out of here.